If you have pain that won't go away, don't worry, because this could be a sign that you have been chosen. To find out, watch the video carefully and finish it. Welcome to StarSeer, Chosen Ones. This video is for you. Remember that friend who stopped calling, that family that stared, and those colleagues who stopped inviting. Rejection surprises the selected. People leave the next day. You wonder what went wrong and why you're away. The truth is painful. Your light has increased, unsettling those in the shadows. Chosen confront with essence, not words. Your life confronts the values, choices, and detours many shun. They withdraw because rejecting is easier than adapting. Even Jesus' family doubted his sermons. Townspeople rejected him. "Isn't this the son of the carpenter?" They laughed. Those who should have recognized Christ left. This anguish teaches you to trust God above humans. When everyone applauds, pleasing humans can be confused with pleasing God. The road is clarified by refusal. Choice leads to separation. Your friends may change tomorrow. God eliminates those who cannot follow your path. Drawing closer to God, fasting, praying, or giving up old behaviors usually leads to rejections. This approach is spiritual, not accidental. God's filtration is abandonment. God is removing obstacles and detractors from your circle. Today's pain safeguards tomorrow. The chosen learn to love from afar, bless the mistreated, and know many people are transient. This hurts, but frees. Rejection prepares, not punishes. Leaders must accept criticism. Your prediction and service will be misconstrued. Rejection helps you persist when others doubt. You'll find some reject your character, not your acts. Your presence reminds people of broken God commitments. Your loyalty exposes others' infidelity. You highlight the darkness many avoid. Stop trying to get back those God took. Avoid forcing entry through closed doors. Trust new relationships with others who share your calling, vision, and strength. Not all loneliness can be relieved by company. A chosen one may feel most lonely in a throng. Despite talking, smiling, and participating, you feel an untouchable emptiness. Can you explain your unimaginable universe? Have you pondered outlandish dreams or profound truths that others would call fanaticism? Choosing to hide sights few understand hurts. People talking about work make you think about ministry. When talking politics, you see spiritual struggle. They worry about tomorrow, you see eternity. Different worlds, frequencies, and communication gaps cause loneliness. One calls this purposeful loneliness. You seek your own destiny. You may be loved, yet people cannot perceive God's work in you. You alone endure the taxing vision. After prayer, the quiet can be deafening. Sleepless nights, battling with thoughts you dare not share. Spiritual crises you hide from even your closest friends. The chosen one battles alone in some wars because they are too personal. Gethsemane heightened Jesus' loneliness. While sweating blood, he asked the disciples to pray, but they slept. God incarnate struggled with misunderstanding. "Father, if possible, take this cup from me," was prayed in solitude. Ever felt this pain? Do you have religious friends, family, and brethren, yet feel like no one understands your pain, suffering, or calling? Being out of place even among your own marks, a chosen one. A subterranean battlefield where two natures struggle daily in each chosen one. A God-hungry soul, or resisting flesh. Internal struggle is hard. True mental confusion. You love God yet think shamefully. Rising to pray is tiring. Bible opening distracts. Being fast never makes food smell so wonderful. Internal conflict casts doubt on your honesty. The picked way failure differently with knowledge. More accountability. Despite knowing truth, grace, and presence, they fall. Nearly crippling guilt follows. Paul acknowledged this internal struggle. "I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I keep on doing." War arises because the chosen are targeted. Attackers recognize your potential and target your weaknesses. Your calling delivers bigger, personalized temptations, customized attacks. Preaching will test your tongue with gossip and lies. Pride always knocks when called to lead. Vanity seeks to turn ministry into performance with worship. Remotely, others may have other issues. It tests your faith. This battle demonstrates spirituality, not weakness. Non-war supporters often give in. Abraham experienced the sorrow of being told, "Leave your land, your relatives, your father's house," security, identity, etc. Moses gave up Egypt's palace and wealth. Paul gave up everything of value. Divine choice requires renunciation. The chosen must choose between ephemeral satisfaction and intentional fulfillment, human applause and divine acceptance. Eyes don't always understand this interaction. Renouncing prunes. God destroys relationships, ministries, and connections. Your beloved endeavors are abruptly ended, and you wonder, why, Lord? Why take something so certain? Divine mathematics gives the answer, multiplying subtraction. God takes away the good to bring the better, closes one door to open another, and starts a new chapter. Only during the procedure is loss observed. Renouncing money is a difficult lesson for the chosen. You invest in the kingdom, others in luxury. Luxury goes to missions, humanitarian projects, and Christian literature. Simply live for a greater purpose. Renunciation's beauty is hidden. Every worldly no is divine yes. Every obedience closed door brings blessings you couldn't have before, emptying a cup for more. This time saw many quit. Renunciation seems cruel and unpleasant. Why do I have to let go while that other believer does not? Being unfair corrodes souls. However, the chosen recognize that callings demand various preparations. Give up control, tactics, and will daily to renounce the ego, the greatest renunciation. John the Baptist replied, "He must increase, but I must decrease." The most painful and freeing is self-depletion. Jesus said, "If anyone wants to come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." Those chosen must continuously deny themselves. Renunciation brings you closer to God's life plan. Time passes differently for the selected. You appear slow in a fast-paced setting. God's promise in your heart is unfulfilled for weeks, months, and years. Deafening divine silences. You pray emotionlessly. Direction closes doors. Your previous prophetic word was so long ago that you doubt if you heard God or your imagination. In Egyptian captivity, Joseph discovered this. He had huge dreams at 17, but spent years lost in a dark cell. David was anointed king young, but spent a decade hiding in caverns, hunted. Trust was strained by the weight. Endless spiritual wilderness. Prayers become monologues. Regular worship gets boring. Bible terms separate. The inevitable. Has God left me? Has he abandoned his promise? Could I have imagined everything? These long waits plague the chosen with comparison. Others advance, conquer, and respond rapidly. Instant miracle stories make you question your slow, laborious, silent method. Real temptation exists to fabricate results. We want to aid God when he takes time, like Abraham, who fathered Ishmael with Hagar, because the promise of a legitimate son was delayed. Or Saul, who sacrificed instead of waiting for Samuel. Impatiently, we answer divine promises with human explanations. You're reserved in spiritual conversations, because being honest causes problems, mistrust, or disgrace. You communicate 10% of your thoughts and feelings. Constant self-censorship is taxing. Jeremiah was alone, criticized as the crying prophet and national traitor. Though human, he saw what others couldn't. Not everyone felt his weight. His tears were for a buried tragedy. Loneliness should draw you to God. Your heart finds acceptance, understanding, and guidance in the Father when even believers don't comprehend you. If you felt a knot in your throat and tightness in your chest reading, "Someone finally understands," you may be one of the chosen, set apart by God for a purpose beyond the customary, comfortable, and expected. Pain isn't accidental. These are divine potter's tools. Every rejection makes you value human acceptance less. Each lonely moment develops God connection. Every inner conflict shapes you. Each sacrifice allows more. The chosen have challenging but meaningful paths. You go deep while others surface. Others seek comfort, you seek significance. Meaning separates suffering, not absence. Your diamond's myriad facets make refining seem limitless. God sees your untapped potential. Cuts, pressure, and polishing reveal initially hidden brilliance. Your private tears are seen. Each is counted and valued, future seed harvest, their kingdom investments forever, the expense of an anointing that will alter lives in ways you cannot imagine. Like a stranger in a world that doesn't understand your intensity, quest, or thirst, you're not alone. Jesus was exuberant and radical. The world didn't understand his zeal. He transformed that world. Lord, I endure agony because I was chosen. Since chosen people feel and overcome differently, do not quit. The best is ahead. When it arrives, every tear, restless night, every closed door will make sense. Say this process was worth every minute. God's chosen will find more motivation on our channel. We travel together saying the path is narrow, but the objective is great. Stay with StarSeer.